that Mutahi Kagwe has gone. Lee Kinyanjui is gone. And actually, if you check across, there's no other potential leader who could have been closer to Matiang'i. But of course, who is now left on board to deputize Matiang'i when it comes to the 2027 general elections in case Uhuru decides to back him? That's going to form the basis of this analysis here today. But before I take you through, if this is the first time you're watching our videos, please make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment, because that's the best support you can always give this channel. Now, let me take you through this. Now, there are two people left to deputize Matiang'i when it comes to 2027 general presidency. One, Peter Munya. Peter Munya was the Agricultural Cabinet Secretary under Uhuru Kenyatta's regime. He was also the former governor of Meru, and he has been a performer. He was not a bad leader during his time. He's the leader of PNU, and everybody knows that he's a good leader. So therefore, deputizing Matiang'i, having worked with him under Uhuru Kenyatta, I feel like probably that could be a good combination going 2027. But however, if you consider the fact that William Ruto will take a presidential running mate from of course, from Mount Kenya East, that means very well that they can also not pick from Mount Kenya East. They cannot pick from Mount Kenya East. That means Peter Munya might not be the best candidate for Uhuru, for Matiang'i, who is expecting to vie for presidency come 2027, unless he turns down the issue and decides to back out completely and support someone else. So basically, as we speak today here, Matiang'i is not going to vie for presidency probably, but if he's going to do so, he will not pick Peter Munya. Then who is left now to deputize this gentleman come 2027? As per to me, if Uhuru Kenyatta has interest on the presidency in 2027, which I doubt, probably it is his brother now, Muhoho Kenyatta. Why am I saying so? What will Muhoho Kenyatta bring on board? He will bring on board the Kikuyu West, which is huge, and that will be a good stuff for Matiang'i. Then you will bring money. This guy, they are connected as billionaires in this country. They are connected. They can be able to fund the campaign very well and actually beat William Ruto in 2027. Campaign very well, beat William Ruto by far. Now that is another thing. You know, if you consider Matiang'i, one of the things is lacking. Before actually you vie for presidency in the country, you must have the popularity, you must have the party, and you must have money and the people. And if you look at all these, Matiang'i is lacking money, first of all, and is also lacking the starting base. So it's also lacking the starting base. So as we speak right now, Matiang'i, to get the starting base, he needs Kikuyu votes to give him an assurance that he has about 6 million now going forward. Then it will be an issue of looking for a few votes here and there. And if you check this critically, probably if Uhuru Kenyatta comes on board, and assuming that things remain the same, Uhuru Kenyatta is still the darling of the mountain, assuming that they don't associate him with William Ruto and chase them away, that means that Matiang'i will get a good backup to start with. So that's what Uhuru Kenyatta will bring on board. Now, another thing I've looked at here closely is this. Uhuru Kenyatta, they also, as a Kenyatta family, they're also eyeing to have someone in government, and probably someone who's going to bring, this is a big family, and it is a rich family, and it's the first family of this country. So that means it's going to happen very clearly that they have to bring someone who's going to be groomed to take the future leadership. And if they bring Uhuru Kenyatta, then probably they are going to support him fully, so that at least Uhuru Kenyatta can represent the family in government, because having Kenyatta family lacking someone in government to be a difficult thing. Perhaps if Uhuru is not there, who is going to stand in for the family when it comes to the political matters? So they have to organize and bring him on board. That is one of the reasons I feel strongly that probably Uhuru Kenyatta might be supported by Uhuru Kenyatta and the Kenyatta family and the bigwigs from Mount Kenya to bring him on board. That is one of them. However, it is going to be a challenge. How? Gachagua on the ground. Why am I saying so? Gachagua is right now fighting to become the kingpin. And as a result of Uhuru Kenyatta going to Ruto's side, it is going to be difficult because Gachagua is now going to campaign them seriously, that they have all gone to bed to what? To the enemy of Mount Kenya. But now, I'm going to do, of course, a clear analysis here that they are going to come up with the best tactic to deal with Rigathi Gachagua. But the fact remains that the only person left to deputize, if from Uhuru's side, it is Uhuru Kenyatta. And now, will Kenyans accept Uhuru Kenyatta to come on board? that will be difficult, because now people will be like, it's enough is enough. The first family producing 3 presidents, not going to be easy. And a deputy president now going to start, then later on vie for presidency, it's not going to be easy. So probably that's not going to happen. Then now that puts Matiang'i in more trouble. Another thing, you see Kithure Kindiki is under William Ruto. Probably the conversation to support Kindiki is also there. So it's going to be very, very, very challenging for William Ruto to let it go to Matiang'i's side and Moi Kenyatta. That's another thing. If you can see very well is that they are going to deal with Rigathi Gachagua. And I'm going to do an analysis clearly on how they are going to finish Rigathi Gachagua when it comes to Mount Kenya. But the fact remains that it's very clear that there were no proper consultative meetings between Kenyatta family and between Uhuru Kenyatta, let me be specific, and of course Rigathi Gachagua. Probably Rigathi Gachagua is having conversation with other people to build themselves and himself going forward. He has so many weaknesses, Rigathi Gachagua, that I'm going to capture in my next analysis. But as per now, it is very clear that Matiang'i does not have a clear running mate going 2027. And now the option that is left with is to either side with Okiya Mtata and not go as a running mate, as a presidential candidate. No, as a running mate, as a guarantee to get the votes of the youths of this country. Because the youths have decided to vote for someone who has integrity when it comes to the governance. And Okiya Mtata is the cleanest politician we have so far in this country, that I believe strongly that cleanest, not clean completely, but the cleanest in the sense that so far he has no scandal that you can say this one disqualifies him from being integral, okay, being a leader of integrity. So therefore it's clear that it's the one going to come on board, and it means that if Matiang'i wants to be in the presidency, he must back a person called Okiya Mtata. Now, Okiya Mtata purely depends on the youths of this country, the professional groups in this country, and the people who have completely gotten tired with William Ruto's type of governance. And those people exist. Those people are there. And therefore, if the Kenyan people decide to vote for Okiya Mtata, he will probably win. But however, we'll have a challenge. It needs people to come on board, people who are going to fund this campaign, because it needs funds to even pay the agents in the 11,000 polling stations in the country. He has to have agents, the ways to steer his campaign forward through branding and many other things, because a campaign is a campaign. You cannot say that, oh, me now I'm poor. A campaign is a campaign. You must be able to train these other people. But nevertheless, there are so many conscious Kenyans who are going to vote for him come 2027, including me. If he stands, I'll vote for him. I'm not so sure, but I'm also going to. It depends on what he sells to us. But I'll vote for anyone else except Ruto, because I strongly feel that we cannot have a leadership where leaders feel to be important than the citizens who give them the power, because this is basically what he's doing, going for Kenyatta, going for Raila. These are important to him than we, the people who gave him the power. That's my video there and there. Please subscribe, like, and comment, because that's the best support you can give this channel.